Hey guys, Joshua Ryan here. I just needed to jump on real quick and talk about the Batman trailer that was released during the DC Fandome event yesterday. Now, I expected us to get some news about the Batman. I thought we'd get a couple reveals, maybe some updates, some images, maybe a couple quick little clips. I was not expecting a full-blown trailer. But man, when this thing hit yesterday, I was psyched. I was already super confident in this movie. I think Matt Reeves and Robert Pattinson were great choices. I think the cast is great, so I was already confident. But this trailer, cemented my confidence in this movie. And I think it showed us a lot about what this movie's gonna be and exactly what direction they're gonna take. So I just wanted to talk about some of the things we learned and some of the things we can take away from this trailer. Because I have watched this thing like 10 times. I think it's awesome. And I think there's a lot to it that gives us a little insight into what to expect. So the trailer opens with just the sound of duct tape, right? You got the red of the DC logo against the stark black background, and you just hear the sound of duct tape pulling. And that immediately kind of creates this gritty tension, suspense, and then when the images come up, we see it as Paul Dano's the Riddler straddling a body, pulling the duct tape, and he's using the duct tape to send a message, because it reveals shortly after that the dead body's face is wrapped up in duct tape with the message "No more lies" written across it. Alright? After that, we get our first real look at Jeffrey Wright as Commissioner Gordon. Alright, we hadn't really seen him. Here he is in character, and I think he fits the bill perfect. I think he's perfect for the role. We only get a short little bit with him as he's there investigating this murder, but I think he's fantastic. So he's talking to the Batman there, and this is where we get a great look at the Batsuit, right? They've already shown us images and dark little video clips. We saw the costume as he's riding the bike through the cemetery and stuff, but this is the first time we see him in character, in the world, the way he's going to look in the movie, presumably. And it looks amazing. I think it looks fantastic. And it fits in with this dark, gritty, kind of mystery, neo-noir cinematography that they're going for. And I think, personally, it's one of my favorite Batsuits that I've seen on the big screen, live action, so far. I think it looks great. From there, we see that the Batman is getting numerous letters addressed specifically to him, messages. Right? Commissioner Gordon gives him a message that says "to the Batman" written across it. So the Riddler is reaching out specifically to the Batman, sending him messages, sending him clues, sending him these riddles, right? Kind of playing this game with him. Later on, we see a guy get out of a car, he's kind of tied up, and there's a message across his chest that says "to the Batman," right? So that's gonna probably be the going theme. The Riddler sending messages to Batman through these crazy, maniacal acts of crime and murder. We even get a look at the motorcycle, the Batcycle, going through the cemetery, like the quick little clip they had shown us before, where the stuntman falls off the bike at the end. We see that clip in here with the proper color grading and everything. And again, it looks great. We get a look at Selina Kyle in the Catwoman outfit, okay? She even does a little hand-to-hand combat fighting with the Batman. Now, her costume here, she's wearing like a ski mask kind of hoodie to, hide her identity, because she's a cat burglar, right? And her hood has the two little points on the side that give off the appearance of like cat ears. So just like Christopher Nolan's Batman movies, where we saw Anne Hathaway playing Catwoman, and it was her cat burglar costume that gives off the appearance of little cat ears. She had the little head mask that when it back gave off the cat ears. So that's where they're going similar with this. So she's not dressed up specifically like a cat. It's just her burglar costume disguise gives off little cat appearance, right? Which I think I'm fine with that. That looks great too. A little later on in the trailer, we get a good look at Paul Dano's the Riddler. And he looks terrifying. He looks pretty menacing, right? So his face is wrapped up with what looks to be duct tape, covering his whole face. His glasses are visible sitting on the outside. He's wearing this big, dark green kind of trench coat. You don't see any part of his body, essentially. He's covered head to toe. It looks pretty scary. A far cry from Jim Carrey's The Riddler that we got in Batman Forever, right? We'd all like to forget about that one, and I think this version of the Riddler is going to help us do that. Now, one of the clips from this trailer that I think stood out the most to me, and probably to you guys, that when you saw it, you said, whoa, that looks awesome. And it actually tells us I think a lot about what we can expect is when a thug approaches Batman and he says, "The hell are you supposed to be?" And then Batman proceeds to beat the tar out of him, just demolishes this guy. And then he tells him,
"I'm vengeance."
Right? So, a couple things that we can learn from that scene is this low-level street thug does not seem to be familiar with the Batman, right? So we know this is supposed to take place in the first couple years of Batman's career as a vigilante. But these thugs still don't seem to be all that familiar or know who he is, right? So that could mean that maybe within these first couple years he's not done a whole bunch. Maybe he's just kind of working in the backgrounds with Commissioner Gordon or something. He hasn't been doing anything super major that the public is aware of him. Or maybe this scene could be a flashback taking place before. I don't know. But it seems that these thugs do not know who the Batman is. Another thing it tells us is the way that the Batman just punishes this guy, like destroys him, beats him down. Even once he's on the ground and out of the fight, Batman delivers a couple more just bone-crushing blows. That tells us this is kind of a ruthless Batman, right? And we've seen that before. You know, Batfleck's version was pretty ruthless as well. So this is going to be a grittier, more hardcore, doesn't necessarily have that moral code that Michael Keaton or later on Batman's seem to have, right? Now this could be because he's young, he's in his early part of the career, maybe he hasn't developed that, or maybe this Batman's just going a different direction. One other thing that I kind of caught when I was watching it is this group of thugs, including the one that he beats up, have face paint covering their face, like white, and then different things going on. It almost kind of resembles like a clown makeup, and they all have it, but different designs, right? Some have black around the eyes, and the one that the Batman demolishes and beats up even has the face paint going up the mouth, up the sides, very similar to like the Joker's kind of face paint that we've seen. I don't know if that's just supposed to be a small Easter egg homage to the Joker. I don't know if maybe we'll see some hints at the Joker being kind of a crime lord in here. Maybe he'll be shown, maybe he won't, or maybe these guys just like face paint, maybe they're not associated with the Joker at all. I don't know. Just something that kind of caught my eye and made me think maybe there will be a little hint to the Joker in this movie after all. We get another great look at Batman's muscled up, souped up Batmobile, and it looks great. It looks just like, you know, I thought it was gonna look. The back of the car we see has the big turbo kind of engine propulsion system. This thing looks like it's gonna fly, like speed-wise, just haul butt, take out and be able to withstand some good amount of damage, I think. So one of the things I'm most excited about for this film is that it definitely seems like it's going to delve into that neo-noir kind of mystery detective movie that I was really hoping for, that they told us they were going to give us. It looks like they are following through. Batman is known as the world's greatest detective, but we haven't seen that on the big screen really. This film looks like it's going to deliver that. Okay, one of the last lines, or the last line of the trailer, the last 3 lines is,
"You're part of this too." How am I part of it?
And then it answers,
"You'll see."
I think that really drives home the fact that this is a mystery film, that there is a mystery. It seems that the Riddler is somehow connected, or feels he has some sort of connection with the Batman, and he's playing it out as a mystery, you know, through the riddles, what the Riddler does. He's sending him clues, kind of toying with him, seeing if he can use his detective skills to figure it out. I'm sure he's gonna, but I can't wait to see how it all unfolds. I think it looks awesome. One thing that I realized that we didn't see, I didn't see Colin Farrell in the trailer at all. I might have missed him. Let me know if I missed him. I didn't see him as the Penguin in there. Other than that, I think this trailer looks amazing. I'm gonna probably watch it 10 more times today because it was just that good. It gets me psyched. The only problem with it is that now I know I have to sit here and wait until next year before I can see this movie, and I'm so excited to do it. Was there anything else that I missed? Was there anything else that you learned from it? What was your favorite part from it? Were you impressed by it? Let us know in the comments, alright? I'm gonna head out of here. I'll see you guys later.